Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Tailgate Tuesday, live from the Mid-Ohio Sport Course here on NASCAR Heat 5. We have round 9 of the 2023 NOSSCAR Tailgate Truck Series season coming your way here. We are turning left and right here today at the Mid-Ohio Sport Course. The pole award was given to the points leader, Aaron Garcia, the driver of the number 24 Chevy Silverado. As you can see, he had a very rough restart here to the final stage. We are now in the final stage of this event. These drivers will need to pit one time, and they'll make it all the way to the finish from there. Right now, they're all chasing the race leader, Landon Jenkins, and the driver of the 02 Chevy Silverado. No wins for him in the Truck Series this year, but he's got 2 wins this year in the Motormaster Series in those Xfinity cars. I'm the NOSSCAR CEO and founder, Tyler McMurder. Strap yourselves in, kick back, relax, grab a cold can of soda, and enjoy the show. Final stage time for round 9 at Mid-Ohio. Later tonight, Talladega coming your way. You'll be riding on board with yours truly in the number 3 Brett Baker Racing Chevy Silverado. And a pass for the lead, Charles Jackson, driver of the number 66 Toyota. Going to take the race lead away from Landon Jenkins. Landon back to second. Jesse Carlson running in third. And Sean Lucas having a great run. He's up in the 4th position in that number 32 Chevy Silverado. Jeffrey Robinson Jr. right behind him in 5th. Trey Hollywood in the 8th truck behind him in 6th. There's 4 of them here battling for 4th, 6th, and 7th. And that is Aaron Garcia in the 24 right at the tail of that group with them. Harold Burden in the 56, not too far away either. 16 trucks on the racetrack still, rocking and rolling here at Mid-Ohio. Everybody's, for the most part, has a chance to win. A couple of trucks we should inform you that are off the racetrack and done for the day. Ethan Hoekstra, the 2022 NOSSCAR Novice Cup Series champion, and Emily Seri, the Canadian driver, driving that number 52 Toyota Tundra. She's coming off a strong top 10 finish in the Brickyard 200 in the Motormaster Series just last night. And after a rough restart here in the final stage, Aaron Garcia in the 24 trying to work his way back towards the front. He overdrove turn 1, got into the grass a little bit there. You can see Trey Hollywood and Jeffrey Robinson Jr. working together to try to take those positions back from him just about a half a lap ago. 24 was behind the 8 and the 51. Just how strong Aaron Garcia has been here today. One of our road course ringers, that is for sure. Charles Jackson looking to take advantage of the hand he has been dealt here. He knows that the 24 had a bit of a rough restart here in the final stage. He knows how strong the 02, the 88, and the 24 are, and the quicker he can get out to a big lead, the better odds, the better chances of him holding on to the win here this afternoon. It's Toyota, Chevy, Ford at the front, with a Chevy in Nick Donfrancesco, excuse me, not Nick Donfrancesco, Aaron Garcia in the 24 Chevy. Closing in, he's running in 4th. Two years in a row, that 24 truck has been the championship team. 2021, Nick Donfrancesco. 2022, Aaron Garcia. Now Aaron back for one final truck season, driving the 24. Before handing the 24 Chevy over to Josh Colm-Diaz for the 2024 season. One of the favorites to win the championship this year. He's got multiple wins. He's got the points lead. He's doing everything right. He's doing everything he needs to do to make sure he is a part of the Final Four at the end of this year. Now again, folks, we are going to have a round of green flag pit stops at some point or another in this race. In this final stage, they're not able to make it the entire distance towards the end. Some of them might choose to split the stage in half and come in and get the service that they need. Some of them might run the fuel tanks dry to see if there's some sort of opportunity to maybe take 2 tires or maybe even fuel only. These drivers always strategizing, especially when they know where they are. Here, they're at a road course. They know there's not going to be a caution for anything. When they know there's no cautions coming their way, they all start strategizing and trying to look at the numbers, see what they can do to try to improve their current running position. The top 4 have kind of separated themselves from the rest of the field a little bit. Aaron Garcia had a bit of a moment in the 24 Silverado. He had to grab a handful of steering wheel. He found the grass on the inside of turn 2 over there and was able to make a nice save to gather it back up, and he's still rolling, trying to run down the top 3. Jordan Roughton, driver of the 18. A couple of solid runs for him last night in the NOSSCAR Motormaster Series, trying to chase down the 56 of Harold Burden, and there's a truck just in front of him with a bit of a different style paint job than usual. And that is Dustin Franklin. We hardly ever see him bring this number 38 paint scheme to the track. Good to see it. Crosley, number 38 Ford F-150, looking mighty strong, mighty fast here in the final stage. He's in the top 10. And I can't be more impressed with the drive of the 32. Sean Lucas, he has improved greatly all throughout the year. In a playoff spot for Motormaster and Trucks. He's got this number 32 Silverado knocking on the door of a top 5 finish. This is a 3-truck battle for 5th, 6th, and 7th. And now for the meantime, Jeffrey Robinson Jr. in the 51 is going to clear both of these drivers and take that 5th position away. Trey Hollywood in the 8-truck. Right there with him as well. And you got to go a long way back to Harold Burden. Running in the 8th position, Dustin Franklin scored in 9th. And we're getting a word here. Jordan Roughton in the 18 truck, he might be off the racetrack and done for the day. He was scored in 10th the last time we saw him on the racetrack. See if we can get confirmation on that. We had a bit of a connection issue earlier, and as you can see, we have 4 trucks parked on pit road and appearing to be done for the day, but we're getting word that Dawson Brush in the 23 is actually still on the racetrack and participating, and we're getting some sort of glitch on our end, seeing his truck parked on pit road. He's actually not there, and he's on the track still digging. Charles Jackson still leads. Landon Jenkins scored in 2nd. Nick Donfrancesco running in 3rd. Aaron Garcia running in 3rd. Can you tell I've been watching some 2021 truck races on YouTube lately? Got Nick Donfrancesco coming to mind every time I see that number 24 Silverado. And Aaron's been able to take the 3rd spot away from Jesse Carlson. Something must have happened to Jesse, because not only is he now back to 4th, but he's got about 10-15 truck lengths in between himself and the points leader Aaron Garcia, and that's definitely not how it looked about 1 lap ago. Landon trying to run down Charles Jackson. And then, of course, the 2022 NASCAR World Champion from the F1 games. Took him a while to find victory lane for the very first time in his NASCAR career on a NASCAR Heat game, but when it finally came, it came in 2s. Got a pair of wins in the NASCAR Motormaster Series on Motormaster Monday in the Xfinity cars. And we have a truck on pit road. Should try to find out who that is. Jeffrey Robinson Jr. in the 51 is also coming to pit road. Some of the trucks that are up here in the top 10 coming in for service. And Charles Jackson is one of them. Just don't have a very good camera view of him, but he is the truck that we're looking at here. He's on the other side of the wall that separates pit road from the racetrack on the front straightaway. He's in his pit stall getting 4 tires and fuel, one would assume. Jeffrey Robinson Jr. slides to a stop in his pit stall, and he's going to get service as well. Harold Burton in the 56, Trey Hollywood in the 8 there on pit road for service as well. And you gotta wonder when we're gonna see the rest of the lead lap trucks come into pit road. Alex Tesdall's there in the 98 Ford F-150. Jeffrey is down and away now in the 51. We're still awaiting some of your race leaders to come to pit road. Jesse Carlson in the 88, one of the favorites to win. Every road course that we go to, he is still on the racetrack and now has taken over the race lead for the time being. He does need to pit still in this final stage. 20 drivers started the race, and about 16 or 15 of them left on the racetrack here at Mid-Ohio Sport Course. And it's not going to be this time by. Jesse Carlson is actually going to stay on the racetrack and continue forward. Landon Jenkins was actually the race leader, we're getting word, and he's now going to surrender the lead to Jesse Carlson. Jesse will take it and lead this lap, but now Landon and Aaron are both on pit road for service. And you got to wonder when Jesse Carlson's coming in for that scheduled pit stop. He's still out there. Jesse has one win this year. Came earlier at Canadian Tire Motorsport Park, one of our road course ringers, folks. Every time we come to one of these tracks where we're turning left and right, look no further than the 88 Ford F-150 to be one of the heavyweights for the win that afternoon. Jeffrey Robinson Jr. has won the battle for now with Sean Lucas in the 32 truck, so Jeffrey will be running in 5th place once the pit stops cycle through, unless something major happens from this point. And the race leader, Jesse Carlson, surrenders the lead for now. He's on pit road, parked in his pit stall, and looks like a very short pit stop for Jesse Carlson. Might have been fuel only, I'm not sure, and as you can see, he's going to come out in front of the 66, so there was definitely some sort of pit strategy involved. Charles Jackson right behind him in 2nd, Landon Jenkins in 3rd, Aaron Garcia is in 4th, Jeffrey Robinson Jr. is in 5th. Pardon me. And for the most part, everybody's pretty spread out at this point in the final stage. Not very many laps to go. And at this point, everybody should have a bit of an idea as to where they're going to finish in this one. It's the top 4 spots that are the most undecided. We've got a battle for the race lead brewing. Jesse Carlson's got about a 4 or 5 truck length advantage in between himself and Charles Jackson. Landon Jenkins now draws alongside Charles for the 2nd place position. They're heading towards turn 2, which goes uphill a little bit and then suddenly slices into a downhill right-hand turn. There's a bit of elevation there, and they're going to keep it clean through the corner and now down the long stretch towards turn 3. And if Landon can keep the pressure on Charles like this, Charles in that 66, he might make a mistake, and it might open the door for Landon Jenkins to take second and maybe run down the race leader, Jesse Carlson. Jesse is trying to save his stuff a little bit. I'm pretty sure there was some sort of pit strategy there on that pit stop for the road course ringer, Jesse Carlson. He stayed out 2 laps later than everybody else for their scheduled pit stops in the final stage and came to pit road, and it looked like about a 5 or 6 second, maybe even a 7-second pit stop. And all of a sudden they dropped the jack and he was down and away and rolling again. We're thinking 2 tires or none, we're not quite sure. Oh, and Aaron Garcia had a moment there, the pole sitter. Same corner that he had a moment in about 7 or 8 laps ago, coming out of turn 2, getting loose and having it go flying over to the right-hand side of the racetrack. Beautiful save by him. He's got some front-end damage that he's going to need to deal with for the rest of the race. We don't know exactly what sparked that, but he's having a solid day running in 4th, but it sounds strange talking about Aaron running in 4th on a road course. Just goes to show the level of competition, the level of skill that all of these drivers have on the road courses. Oh, Aaron drives in a little bit deep and loses a bit of ground to the 0-2 truck. You can tell he's pushing as hard as he possibly can to try to get around these guys. Passing is not easy here at Mid-Ohio, but he's going to need to get the passes done as soon as possible if he's going to have a shot to get up there and run down Jesse Carlson. Charles Jackson coming off 3 NOSSCAR Motormaster Series wins in a row. Becomes the 3rd driver in NOSSCAR history to accomplish such a thing in the Motormaster Series. Matt Smith, Jordan Dorsek, and now Charles Jackson. Joins an elite list of former winners for the NOSSCAR Brickyard 200 as well. 6 years strong, 6 different winners. Charles Jackson winning the 2023 event just last night. And that event is available on the NOSSCAR Series Racing YouTube channel. So definitely check it out after here. And we have a lead change. To the inside goes Charles Jackson in the 66 machine, and I think that Jesse Carlson lost control over there and had to grab a handful of steering wheel. This allowed Charles to close in about a 5 truck length advantage and take the lead. And we're in the final stage. They've already made the pit stop that they need to make. This is going to be an interesting stretch to the finish from here. They don't need to pit again. There's no cautions coming out to save them. It's a drag race. It's a dogfight here for the win at Mid-Ohio. Back to the inside comes Jesse Carlson, and he had a great run, but it looked like there might have been contact between he and Charles Jackson. If there wasn't, it was very close, and kind of looked like Jesse needed to lift to avoid the contact from being any worse. When he did that, he lost all momentum, gave up second place to Aaron Garcia. Aaron has went from 4th to 2nd in the last 2.5 laps, and now he is all over the tailgate of Charles Jackson. Well, he's knocking on the door, that is for sure. They both have 2 wins this season here in the Truck Series. Charles has 6 wins in Motormaster. Aaron has 4. They have been the class of the field in both series so far in 2023. And now to the inside comes Aaron Garcia. Oh, and it looked like Charles is going to try to drive through the grass and makes contact with the tailgate of the 24. They're coming to the start-finish line this time by. Aaron is going to hang on. Aaron hangs on by a thread to win here at the Mid-Ohio Sport Course. 3rd win for him of the 2023 Tailgate Truck Series season. Charles Jackson is going to finish in second. Landon Jenkins is going to fall to third. And Jesse Carlson trying some sort of desperado pit strategy here. He's going to go from first to fourth in this last stint, but you got to give him credit for trying. He was going to finish in third or fourth if he didn't try something, and he almost won this race as a result. Wow, what a drive, what a finish. Aaron Garcia in the last 3 laps of this race goes from fourth to first to claim his third win of 2023 and further extend that points lead. I'm sure he had a good feeling about this race. Qualified on the pole, led a lot of laps in this one, won one of the stages, and here he is parking it in victory lane. And the crowd showing their appreciation, giving him an applause as he comes around on the cool down lap. We'll see if we can get a word with him from victory lane in just a couple of minutes here. And joining me now here in victory lane, the driver of the number 24 Chevy Silverado, the defending NOSSCAR Tailgate Truck Series champion, and that is Aaron Garcia. Aaron, congratulations, buddy. This was a wild finish to watch. You were running in fourth, following the 02, the 66, and the 88 with 3 laps to go, and then all of a sudden you just started picking them off one at a time. What changed in those last 3 laps? How were you able to get it done? You're definitely one of the road course ringers in NOSSCAR. You're one of the big 5 or big 6 that always has a shot to win these things, but we've been seeing some incredible speed out of other drivers on the road courses like Sean Lucas and Landon Jenkins and a few others. How have you been able to go about handling it and preparing yourself for these road course events? If you had to make a list of your favorite road courses in order, where would Mid-Ohio rank? Is this one of your favorites? Ten four, 10-4. Well, we have Talladega coming up for the main event. Good luck to you there. You now have 3 wins this year in trucks, and you further extended that points lead. Congratulations, man, and we wish you the best of luck the rest of the way. And that was Aaron Garcia, two-time NASCAR champion. Both of them came in 2022, Tailgate Truck Series champion and Legend Series champion. Looking to add more to his already impressive resume. He's doing a victory lap here in the NASCAR Tailgate Truck Series. Final season for him full-time in the number 24 Chevy Silverado, and looking to make the most of it. And so far, it's exactly what he's been doing. And we'd like to thank the viewers who tuned in. We brought you live coverage, flag to flag, of the entire final stage here for Mid-Ohio for the NASCAR Tailgate Truck Series. Round 9 is in the history books. Later tonight, Talladega, the main event of the evening, folks. And until then, until next time, and until Motormaster Monday next week, we'd like to thank everybody for your continued support, and stay fast.